Hey guys, it's Sam from Dodgers Debrief, and we finally have a Dodgers move to talk about. And boy, is it a big one. However, before we get into it, please like and subscribe if you're interested in similar content about the Los Angeles Dodgers and MLB in general. This afternoon, the Dodgers signed the top free agent on the market, reigning National League Cy Young Award winner, starting pitcher Trevor Bauer, to a 3-year, $102 million contract. The deal has Bauer earning $40 million in 2021, a whopping $45 million in 2022, and the remaining $17 million will be given to him in 2023. Um, but there's opt-outs after every year, so it's likely that he'll opt out to try to get more money after 2022. The reason for giving him the different salaries like this and adding the third year is that this makes the average annual value, I think, 34 million, which counts a little bit less than the 40 or the 45 for the luxury tax. It's complicated, but it basically means that we're taxed a little bit less on going over the kind of quasi salary cap in baseball. So as I said, Bauer will probably opt out of the deal after 2022 to get that higher AAV, and that could be back with the Dodgers theoretically, or if he's still performing well, or another team in 2023. However, at least for 2021 and almost definitely 2022, he's not going to get more than 45 million anywhere, I don't think. The Dodgers are adding arguably a top 10 pitcher in the sport to their World Series winning rotation. So Bauer last year in 12 starts had an incredible 1.73 ERA, a .795 WHIP, and a 12.03 strikeout per 9 innings. Admittedly, he did pitch in a very weak division, but he absolutely dominated the Braves in his one playoff start against them and had great Statcast percentiles. Obviously, that start against the Braves, it's a small sample size. Obviously, only I think not quite 8 innings, but they gave a lot of Dodgers starters a lot of trouble, and they are a very good offense. So, it's encouraging to see, and is a little bit of a hint that this wasn't totally a fluke. He was also great in 2018, and he was hurt in 2019. But even when he was hurt and not pitching his best, he still pitched over 200 innings with over 200 strikeouts. So that's still even when he's hurt. I think he had something wrong with a ligament in his ankle. Pretty serious injury for a starter. He's still pitching effectively and taking the mound every 4 or 5 days, which is important. So I think it's okay to disregard a little bit those 2019 numbers, especially because his FIP was a little bit lower than his ERA, showing that there was a little bit of bad luck there. As I said, his numbers from 2019 are a little bit misleading because of the injury and I guess a little bit of bad luck. So, that this does lead into a little bit of his durability, which is a strength for him, as he always wants to pitch and rarely misses starts due to injuries, as I said. So, obviously, we can't talk about this without talking about how Bauer, he's obviously a controversial figure and has had some unsavory at best, and potentially could be interpreted as harassment interactions with fans, particularly women, on Twitter. And he has openly shared conservative and pro-Trump views. While I'm not a fan of any of that, his teammates in Cincinnati gave him glowing reviews as a teammate, and new Mets Francisco Lindor and Carlos Carrasco also called him great teammates from their time in Cleveland. As long as he doesn't create problems in the locker room, and I don't think he will, based on reactions from players after the signing, which all been pretty positive. I'm on board with it. I think root for the performance on the field, and I do think he gives us a very good shot to go back to back. So, talking a little bit about how he'll actually kind of work into this team, he'll probably slot in nicely as our, I guess, number 3 starter, maybe number 2, but I still put him Kershaw, I think, ahead of him. But could be go either way with that. And our rotation options being Kershaw, Buehler, Bauer, Price, Urias, May, and Gonsolin. I would say that's their order of likelihood to actually make the 5-man rotation. But obviously, the first 4 pretty much have a 100% shot at that without any injuries. I'd like to see them use a 6-man rotation as opposed to the traditional 5-man, but just to rest guys. But they'll probably only do that for a few stints in the schedule where there are no days off. Sometimes they'll do that in July and August just to give guys a little bit of rest during the real grind part of the season. It's possible the Dodgers also could trade Price to clear some salary, as I think their payroll is around $240 million, and the luxury tax threshold is $205 million, I believe. And they could get rid of some Prices, the $16 million they're paying for him. And they don't really need the depth, but I think he still has a lot of good innings left in him. But that would clear money to sign Justin Turner, which is important. But that's a topic for another day. So I wanted to get this video out ASAP, just a quick debrief on Bauer, his signing, and kind of how he'd fit into the teams. But I will be breaking down Bauer's stats and pitches more in a post soon on my blog, www.dodgersdebrief.com, which is linked in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video on the Dodgers' gargantuan signing of Trevor Bauer. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on the Bauer deal down below. See you guys in the next video.